When we talk about treasure, it simply means something that is precious and very valuable to you. It might be someone you love, it might be your time, something you have worked hard for. It could be anything. So what was your dearest treasure before you gave your life to Christ? And now that you've given your life to Christ?
Okay, my dearest treasure then was my girlfriend. I so much love this lady actually. So I just had to let go because just as it came out, the instruction, I had to let go. And now my dearest treasure is my relationship with God and my purpose. Yeah. And this will launch me into what I have for us today. So when we studied the book of Ezekiel in chapter 24 verse 15 to 18, where God told Ezekiel, he said, "Son of man, I'm about to take away your dearest treasure, yet do not show any sorrow, nor any tears. She will die suddenly." Now, at this point, I could see that God has seen Ezekiel, his dearest treasure, to be his wife. That was why he told him, "I'm about to take away your dearest treasure." And now, Ezekiel's story moved from history to personal reflection of our lives. Our dearest treasure could be anything.
Yeah.
So at that point in my life, at that particular time in my life where God looked at me, he could see that my dearest treasure then was my girlfriend. That was why he had to demand for my relationship, and I had no choice than to let it go. So the real test is obedience and love for God above all things.
Yeah.
Even though it cost Ezekiel a great grief, yet he obeyed to God's instruction and he did just as the Lord instructed him to do.
You know, that reminded me of myself, like in the past then. My greatest treasure was my friends, people around me. Let me put it, people around me. I so much love people and I do not want them to go. Like I hold on to them dearly. Like if anybody leaves, it's like they are hurting me, like they hurt me deep down. But then the Holy Spirit, with the help of God, making Jesus my greatest treasure now, like who I value the most, it reduces the pain that I caused myself. For instance, now, and the Holy Spirit now helping me to see the life of Peter. You know, the night Peter fished and toiled all night, and the following day that Jesus did a miracle, like he had multiple fishes, and Jesus said, "Follow me." At that time, Jesus was like, "Guy, leave your work, leave your acquaintance, your wife, literally everything to follow me." And I'm like, who does that? You know, at that point in time, for Peter to live, to make Jesus his dearest treasure, to make Jesus the one he's going to follow, like the object of his faith, is difficult because presently it's like God telling you that, okay, leave this thing for me, leave that friend for me, leave that relationship for me, leave that work is taking you away from me, leave it. But then it looks difficult. But Peter obeyed. You know, if Peter did not obey, he would have died just as an ordinary fisherman. Nobody would even have remembered him as any part of Jesus' disciple. So he didn't just end his life. You know, making Jesus our dearest treasure might not be easy. It might look as though it will hurt us at that point in time, but I tell you, it's for a brighter future. Because look at everybody now want to be like Peter. People are praying to be like Peter. People want to do the great things that God did through Peter, and that was because he made Jesus his dearest treasure.
So now it is easy for us to say we love God, but do we really obey his commandments? Do we really follow his instructions? Because in Ezekiel chapter 33 verse 31, God was saying, he said, "For their mouth they shew much love, but their heart is after their own gain." There are many people, when you look at their WhatsApp status, they always post things that will make you feel like these people really love God.
Yeah, that they love God.
But when you move closer to them, when you look at their lifestyle, it is opposite.
Contrary to what they are posting on
So
their
it is not about we just saying I love God. It is not about you just. It is about your heart. It is about you following his instructions. It is about you obeying his words. Even when Jesus was speaking to his people, he said, "If you truly love me, you will obey my commandment." That was found in the book of John chapter 14 verse 15. So the question is, if God is to ask you to surrender anything, will you obey even if it's hard?
And is your love for God greater than your attachment to your treasure?
Hmm.
Take a time to think about this.
And let us know in the comment section.
From God
With
with much
much
love.
love.
Bye.
Irolo wa mo, habara fata kwa palati.